Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the Power ADD Smart Eye Protection Multifunction LED lamp. What's interesting about this lamp is it has a flexible hinge, but also it has a rechargeable battery. That means it can be completely detached from power and used as an advanced torch, even when the power is out or if you're out and camping, which is actually pretty cool. This is what the packaging is like, and it retails on Amazon for around 35 bucks, which is a fair price, I think, for something like this. Again, it can be folded down into a wand, 180 degrees, and then adjusted and bent to the way that you want. Now, something that's really interesting about the packaging of this is if I remove it and show you guys what the lamp looks like on the inside, the magnetic outer carton actually folds into an optometer, so you can test your vision for some reason, and there's also kind of a flap that can be hanged onto the wall. So they were pretty clever with the packaging here and trying to repurpose it for other things that you can maybe use instead of just throwing it away right away. So this is actually an interesting kind of little extra that's on the inside of the packaging. So finally, taking a look at the box, on the inside we have just the lamp, which is very glossy and located right on top. Taking a look at the design in a moment, the other contents are located in this smaller compartment, which includes just the charging cable, and that's it. There's a quick start guide / user manual, but it's fairly simple to figure out without accessing that guide. So examining the design of the lamp first, we see that the base here is constructed out of a soft touch rubber material, and that allows it to, again, fold as well as make the hinge a bit more malleable. Overall, it doesn't attract too much dust, and because it is made out of rubber, it sits pretty easily on a surface or a desk without accidentally kind of falling or sliding around. However, one thing I'm not a huge fan of is it's a little bit wobbly just because the base isn't completely flush, since they used a soft rubber as opposed to a hard plastic material. But regardless, it does look, again, very modern and definitely something that's a conversation starter. Now, there are very simple controls located on the top of the lamp. It's capacitive and touch sensitive, just a simple tap to turn on the lights, which are very even, and again, it's using LEDs, which are healthy for your eyes and also energy efficient. And down below here, this is the touch bar where you can change kind of the brightness or the luminosity of the light, so you can have pretty precise calibration and control over this. Finally, tapping on the side here changes the color temperature, so you can make it a bit warmer and yellowish, you can make it a bit more bluish, or more neutral just for regular everyday use. So depending on the circumstance, that can be adjusted as well. One detail I'm a fan of is that on the back there is a strip that is kind of a mirrored surface that says Power ADD, and just like a MacBook, you can see that it's actually backlit. So when the lamp is on, you can see this logo backlit as well. It's just a very cool touch and makes it seem, again, a bit more elegant and expensive. When it's off, this is what it looks like. So a pretty interesting design that they chose to incorporate onto the top surface. Now, the lamp portion itself is constructed out of a unibody finish that is made out of aluminum and metal, so it does feel extremely sturdy and premium. And you can see here that we have the same kind of almost a mirrored reflective surface that amplifies the light, which is again quite clever, provides some rigidity as well that prevents this part from getting bent and damaged. So overall, it feels actually rather secure. Otherwise, if we take a closer look at the base on the side, we have just the standard micro USB port for charging and power. The lamp can be used when plugged into wall, so even if the battery is depleted, you can still use it. As far as battery performance, when you're unplugged from a power source, I would say you can use it continuously for about a month and a half before you need to recharge it again. So actually, you get quite a few weeks of use out of this thing, and it's rather impressive. So I think that I like this lamp a lot more than I thought it would be, just because the concept is rather simple, but it's still a useful gadget that I think modernizes the current desk lamp that many folks may have. It's bright enough definitely to use for reading text documents, for accessing your computer, and can be the primary lighting source on your desk without any issues. At the same time, it can be easily bent as well as taken with you when traveling to use as a wand or a flashlight of sorts, which I think, again, is pretty cool. Otherwise, some things to quickly point out would include it doesn't have any additional features, like there isn't a USB-based port which you can use to charge your cell phone with, which could have been a cool extra. Furthermore, it doesn't have any speakers, it doesn't have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, so it is rather simple in what it does, but it has a very elegant approach, and of course, using touch sensors, it's also very easy to maneuver and navigate around. So overall, I think this is actually a pretty solid modern desk lamp if you're looking for a nice kind of fancy LED lamp that doesn't also break the bank, but has a very cool design and look. So this has been the Power ADD 2000 milliamp hour capacity LED lamp, also known as the 051BK. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.